Mary. So what you're looking at right now, this is a video of my my screen on my laptop. So I can just kind of go through some stuff that um, through the Apple website. But I also went to the Apple Store on Saturday, and so um, there I got a chance to like take a look at like the newer versions of these and touch and hold them. And if you have a chance to do that, you absolutely should. But I just kind of went, and then I thought I'd just go over what my thoughts and opinions were on the different models that are available, and then hopefully that'll help you in making your decision. So right now there are three different types of Apple laptops that are available. The first one is called the MacBook Pro. The second one is just called MacBook, and then the third one is called a MacBook Air. All of these programs have the same operating systems, and they all run the exact same program. So from like an end user perspective, there's really not a lot of difference between any of these guys. The higher end Macs are really made for editing video and stuff like that. But even the lower end computers are capable of doing the same thing. It just takes longer to do things like rendering and other stuff. Um, all of these will do everything that you want to do, including Excel, FaceTime, email, paying bills online, and Facebook. Okay, the internal components change pretty drastically or dramatically from model to model, but I think the real difference for you comes down to like the physical difference between the laptops, how they feel, their size, that kind of stuff. So I'm just going to kind of go through each one of these and just tell you kind of what I think about each one of them. So the first one that I'm going to talk about is the MacBook Pro. Um, the MacBook Pro is the largest and the heaviest of the laptops. They do have the best internal components available for them, which makes them ideal for creating movies. In fact, my laptop is an earlier version of the MacBook Pro, and I'm using it to make this video right now. It's really what these types of laptops are meant to do. As a result, they are the most expensive laptops of all the laptops. The most expensive MacBook Pro costs $2,800, and I do not recommend getting one because it's just over the top. It's not what you need, and it's just excessive in almost every single way. Okay. Um, the the smallest laptop is the one that they just call MacBook, and the screen size is it's several inches smaller than a standard piece of paper. So going from your Mac that has like a big old 21-inch screen, the little 12-inch screen that comes with this is the little 12-inch screen that comes with this is I don't know that you're going to be happier with that. It's like working on your iPad, um, uh, but maybe just a little bit bigger. It is thinner and lighter than your iPad, which I think is going to be nice. But I don't know. I feel like that it might be just a little too small. With this laptop, they really tried to put as much as they could into the smallest package that worked. Um, you can get a slightly larger hard drive in a MacBook than in some of the other models, um, but not as big as what you can get in like a MacBook Pro. That being said, um, any of the available hard drive options uh, that are available just greatly exceed your needs. So I put together this little chart. So your old computer had a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and you used about 50 of that. So between your personal files and your applications, only 17 gigabytes of that was your personal file. So like all of your photos and documents and everything like that. If I'm right, I think that this is a mid 2010 version of your old Mac, which means that you used up about 10% of that space in roughly 10 years. So like the smallest hard drive option that's available on Macs is 120 gigabytes, and um, and, uh, and so using the past as a means to measure should mean that you should be able to last another 10 years with even the smallest hard drive available. However, that being said, well, we probably should go a little bit bigger just so that you have some wiggle room in case you need it. So I think that to be on the safe side, you probably should go with a 256 gigabyte hard drive. And in the version of the MacBook, the 256 gigabyte hard drive would cost you about 1,300 bucks. Okay, so that's basically this guy here, and I mean, and what's nice is it comes in some different colors and stuff, so like you have some options with this one. So it's, I mean, it's a good computer, um, and the one that I think that you'd be happy with is about 1,300 bucks. The medium-sized computer that laptop that they have is called the MacBook Air, and the screen size is about the same as a standard piece of paper. They say 13.3 inches diagonal. It's a little bit smaller than an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Um, but I mean, it's light and thin, just like um, the MacBook, the regular MacBook, but it's not quite as light. There's still going to be, both the MacBook and the MacBook Air are going to be lighter than your iPad. Certainly your iPad, if you take your iPad and the keyboard that you have for it and you combine those together, this is going to be lighter than that. Um, both of those will be. A really nice feature about the MacBook Air is that it has a fingerprint scanner um, to use as your password to unlock it. Something that really surprised me about your computer is that you don't even have like a password to unlock it. I didn't need your password when I rebooted it. So like somebody that just could take your computer out of your house or out of your room or something like that, they would just be able to open it and access everything from it. So all you'd have to do is just take it. Um, with this, what we would do is we would configure it so that only your fingerprint could unlock the thing. And then, you know, that way, even if somebody did take it, it's not that big of a deal because they can't get into it. Um, let's see. Also, you know, this, like I said, this laptop actually has a slightly bigger screen than the smaller MacBook design, which is another reason why I like this one. The 256 gigabyte version of the MacBook Air costs about $1,400, and this really is the version of the this is the laptop that I would recommend for you. Um, Anyway, so you can go on the Apple website and like click around and stuff like that, or you know, if you get a chance, like I said, go into the Apple Store and play with these a little bit. You should absolutely do that. Give me a call when you're done watching this video so that we can chat and I can answer any questions that you might have. The next video that I'm going to make is going to take a look at printers and scanners, and then we can talk about those as well.